So this video is going to be a quick video on how to um, start and choose a character. So I'm going to go ahead and choose create character real quick from here. Try. And I'm just going to call this person example 3. I'm going to choose a female. I would just go ahead and choose this one to start with, and we'll come back to talk about the other ones. Go ahead and hit start. I'll go ahead and load the game up for you real quick. Go ahead and skip the demo. At least I do. And you start here, you go to this person, talk to this person. Of course, you get the first um, quest, and you run over to the city over here, and you turn in the quest for a couple points. Boom. Right, just like that. So the question is, when you want to, I don't think I have anything to sell. So you start with basic. Let's just go ahead and start in. I'm going to show you something here that's going to make your game a lot better. It's going to take a few moments to find. But what I do is go off to the right here. You can just skip past these guys. So I'm just right clicking to get a few points, or I'm sorry, left clicking to kill them. And you probably know how to do this already. But what we're doing is we're going to look over here. There's a specific spot. I don't remember exactly where it is, but it's over here somewhere that will help you because you'll find a more powerful item. Like you can get the tree stump. Good stuff, but I don't care. I'm just going to go down. Maybe it's this way. Okay, get out of my way a little. I think maybe it's in this building here. No. Try to find this. I think it's maybe over here. It's up over here. There's a building, and I'll find out exactly where it is, but one of these guys has a very powerful weapon on him or her that you can find. It will make all the difference in the game. So I highly say start over there. There it is. Great Sword of Thunder. So once you get that, the game becomes tremendously easier. Get out of the poison. There's a tonic as well. So got here, I'm going to go ahead and hit the little character guy here, and I'm going to equip this sword. It's going to take away my other items. Go ahead and equip this too. That's fine. But you'll watch, I went from like 20 points of damage over here. I now am 50 points of damage. There's no people here to kill, of course. I'm going to pause the video while I level up, and I'll show you the next piece. Okay, I leveled up, and you'll see I have the number 2 here. It shows up second level. These little green buttons here. To your question, go ahead and click here, and you'll have to assign attributes to different points to different attributes. Most of the time, you're going to spend all your time on physique and cunning, very few on spirit. And what's going to become necessary is if you hover over a piece of equipment, sometimes it will say, like it looks at this one on the item in inventory, you got to have a minimum level of 1 and need to have a physique of 48. The one to the left says it needs to have a required spirit of 50. So you'll need to sometimes add points to spirit in order to use a piece of equipment, but most of what I put is under physique. So I just dump physique because it gives you hit points and it causes damage. So the other thing you get when you reach level 2 is you're allowed to choose a class or a skill. So that's this next window over, and it's going to ask you what you want to do. I'm going to suggest you play soldier because it's pretty resilient and able to take a lot of damage. Hit soldier, and these are all the skills you get as soldier, but you can't access them until you start assigning points down here. So it says 3 points. Just choose a 1, and now these items become available, and the one you want to choose is Force Wave. So dump your other 2 points into Force Wave. Okay, now close this. Now what happens if you go to the right, the R button, this is your right mouse button. You can right click on it and assign force wave to this. So now I have that. So now if I run over here and I find somebody, hopefully somebody shows up there. Look at it. Bam. I'm doing way more damage than it was, right? I'm just devastating these guys with the force wave. So, once you start doing this, you'll start killing monsters much faster. Okay, got level 3 pretty fast. So go back here and dump more points into force wave. You want force wave to be as many points as you can. And physique, go ahead and dump more points into physique here. Now if I go over here and I look at monsters, now if you look, I'm doing 150 points of damage to the monsters. At this point, I can just click. Now force wave doesn't go every time. It has like a what's called a cooldown. It doesn't fire all the time. You can actually see it when I fire. It has a little like time thing that shows you how often it is. So if you time it correctly, you'll be able to get a lot of force points. So I'm going to pause the video here and run back to town. Okay, I'm back in town. So let's go ahead and sell some stuff. So I'm going to click on this guy here. He says the vendor. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I think it's shift click or right click. Right click on these items just to sell them. Now, I know the incentive is going to be to pick up everything you can, but you actually get a lot more points if you don't keep coming back to town. You just keep running out there to build points. So some of these items, like here's a relic and this is a badge. These don't become available until you've moved quite a bit further down. So, but we're go ahead and we've got 228 points. Let's go ahead and grab some items. I think early on you want to focus on trying to get health as much as you can, and percentage of health is almost always better in the long run. So, I mean, you could do the math to calculate it up, but in this case, this is 6% of 350 versus 54. Okay, well, it's probably better to start with. Oh, I don't have enough coin. So, you may not be able to buy stuff until you get enough money. But once you do start things, so I'd also say early on, if you have a couple of coins, you might actually just equip yourself with some gear, just so that you're not as vulnerable and you'll be a little bit more resilient to what's going on here. I don't have that. All right, so we're going to stop the video here.